Okay, so we have Sam Black playing the Parfait deck. I don't know if it's similar. Do you know if it's similar to kind of what he had played last time he was here?
Yeah, that I played the PSS. Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna get three of the best cards, copies of best card in Magic Island. And you know who's not taxing enough? Sam Black. He's gonna play a second one.
So is this a matchup that you've played a decent amount, like especially your version, I guess, of Parfait against like Elves?
I think this is a matchup where you give up a little bit of percentage compared to the Oath versions.
Okay.
But man, I'll say when I play this Parfait deck of Sam's, I never feel like totally out of it against anything.
Sure, it's certainly
Like-
super powerful. And
You're like really strong land tax draws are like they kind of beat everything because you just chain counter spells. But yeah, it kind of gets a lock situation very quickly where you just have tons and tons of counters.
Okay.
And are recycling them back in the deck. It's almost like most of these Parfait decks are lock decks where you have like lots of permanents in play stopping them. This one does that too, but more relevantly, they don't know how far out of the game they are because you have you get to the point where you have one counter and spell in your hand all the time, and then you get that second one, and you just control them out, and you just know that they're not able to draw.
So you would not be
That's
unhappy to play against Elves?
It would not be my favorite matchup with
Okay,
this deck,
okay.
but I don't think it's like
Not on.
horrendous either.
Okay. You have tools that you can
Yeah.
you can win.
You still have 4 plows, you have wraths, you can battle. If you Sam had humility, I know, but I don't know if he still has it or not. I wasn't a huge fan of humility when I played the deck, but we had no elf decks in the PSS either, so
All right, Swords of Plowshares gets used on the White Red Symbiote, which kind of is what has to happen if
Yeah.
one's in play. And
given the choice, yeah, you have to go, because they can just save their elf.
yeah.
Sam assembles the combo.
But so like the long term is he's just going for like Wrath of God type things or humility probably. Is that what he's going to be looking for, you think?
Yeah, I would say like he wants to find his wraths, or like just recycle plows,
And ideally he'd be able to keep survival of the fittest off the table, I think.
Yes,
I think that would probably be
that's like the easier part, I would say, for this deck. I don't know about Sam, but I've been liking Abolish in this deck a lot.
okay. There is a survival. And so because there is there full here we're gushing.
Sam is gushing. Oh, a new addition. I thought about this card in this deck, and
Yeah, this is not something that I've seen in the
this
Parfait.
is-
I mean, well, most of the lists that we've seen don't have that many islands or none at all.
Mhm.
So obviously it's hard to support a card like Gush, but are there foils then as well? Is that something that maybe we could expect?
we should have. Yeah, he definitely has. We had 3 foils
Okay.
before.
Well, there's a second
He's playing
survival
a
though.
second survival.
Well, that one looks like that one will stick.
Yeah, he's gonna get to untap on Sam's turn to start
Is
rolling with it.
is this Michael or is this a different Elves player?
I think it's the same else player we just watched.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I had overlooked that and we had someone else.
Hate basics, new frame source of Plowshares.
Well, I never reset the time clock. Let me try and match it up with.
I think everybody who won was here, except for maybe Patrick Kennedy. I think he is here. The people who won the raffle were all here, right?
I believe so. You're the one who didn't you hand it to everyone? Like,
No, that was more Judge.
well, I was back here, so I don't know.
love the pre-modern community because they'll accuse some beta lands of being the wrong one. I don't know what this card is. It's a seal cleansing.
Yeah, that's a
I'm pretty good at the
context
newer
clues.
border ones, but that one actually got me.
Yeah. It reminds me of some card to like destroy target attacking creature or something.
You know what I like about Sam? He's not afraid to play his third line tax.
Yeah. Well, when you got a scroll rack in play, it certainly is pretty good. We've been accused that the wrong beta island has been played. That's actually my favorite. So
you like that, the blue one?
Yep, that's my favorite one.
I like all three of them.
Yeah, I mean none of them are bad. Yeah. Now the planes on the other hand, there's just like no good option for those. They all look exactly the same, and there's just like nothing exciting about all of them. Sorry if the artist is watching.
But that's what a planes looks like to me, though.
That's true.
I do have an issue with any basic land that does not look like the actual land type.
So the survival was responded with the seal cleansing. Were there any activations of?
He did not untap his.
Okay, that is like a huge deal for Sam. I think.
I think so too. Yeah. Yeah, I noted it when he had his turn that he could just untap it on Sam's turn, but I don't think he.
All right. Well, there's a third survival.
A third survival of the fittest.
And what are we counting? Okay, it looks like the survival's resolved. The Priest of Titania is being untapped thanks to Kyrian Ranger.
He's returned the land, so Sam won't be able to tax here.
Oh, okay. So I was just thinking it was just so he could activate survival, but no, yeah. That's a
well that too, yeah.
Yeah, it works both ways. Yeah, I mean they're not exclusive.
Gush is kind of a big game for Parfait or with land tax because you can return 2 islands and
trigger
tax in situations where your opponent
might not have expected. Yeah.
Oh, BK addition to the deck. Spontaneous generation.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, but I can't help think he's dead if he tries it.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, maybe not. I mean.
I feel like I said, I'm not an Elves expert, but I feel like this is a position like that you just have access to so much mana that you should be able to do something very powerful.
Yeah. I think I don't like to talk down a player ever, but it feels like this elf deck is not playing to the full extent of its ability.
Well, I mean, the peak elf is like it's so high. Like anytime you have survival in your deck, there's like so many permutations of what you need to do to like play optimally, and like I don't trust myself to do it. So like
it's a tough deck. Sam's got a blessing.
Okay.
Prizes back in.
So a shuffle effect is good for Sam. I mean, I guess he already has those thanks to land tax.
Gonna get a Ivory Tower out there.
Usually not to fight like elves can do a lot of damage.
Yeah,
so Ivory Tower not really usually a card I think that has that much impact.
It's possible Michael doesn't have a creature.
Okay.
He didn't get Squee.
Yeah.
He had a lot of survivals.
Did the turn get passed? We got our food orders coveted, so we got people back here delivering a literal boat of sushi.
I got a boat.
I think this needs to get on camera at some point.
We'll take it over here. Let's not eat it. So.
When they go to sideboarding, we will show everyone this wonderful. It is pretty big.
Oh my god, this is great.
Like,
oops.
Yeah, like a boat is not an exaggeration. So
We have a sushi restaurant next door to the store. It's pretty nice. You got started snatching.
Yeah, now we're just focused on food.
Yeah, we're like, oh my god, there's food. All right, we have a Tanglewire coming on.
That's a card I always really like, and some Elves player had talked about that it's just not always as impactful as they like it, and
Not playing it. Not playing it.
not playing it. Okay.
No. Sam's figuring out the 4 cards.
He gets to gain a couple life back for the Ivory Tower, but life is not the issue here.
And he did not have another creature.
Okay. How many cards does Michael have left in his hand? There's a Phyrexian Furnace to fight the squee that hasn't been found yet. So.
Yes. If Michael draws a creature, he has to be able to kill him, right?
Yes. So if with a Guy's Cradle, yeah, like you would be able to. Well, now it might change.
He's removing the Green Ranger.
Like I could see it changing now. But you could just get.
He still has 7 mana. I could do it. Maybe not. I always think I can win with this stuff.
I mean, sometimes that's how it feels like when you have a survival in play. Like you need to get. You have a Maya Granger to get a mountain. That kind of throws a loop to get anger.
That's true. He doesn't have the anger.
It looks like he just has a bunch of lands.
I thought he does have. I think he does have a Wooded Foothills in his hand, but maybe not.
Yeah, and so these.
God, he's just getting blanked on. He draws a return. It's crazy.
Yeah, and Sam just taps Ivory Tower. Oh, that was at the end of turn. Okay. Now Sam's going to gain some life and tap the tower and the furnace, and his last choice is a plane.
Plane. And land tax. Get up to 9 basics here. I think those are APAC. But
yeah,
I'm obviously the worst person at
Oh, we should show those as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you want to talk about like your post that you had made that you were corrected on?
Gerard Satowski gave me. I asked him for prizes. He gives me 8 basic lands, which is a little stingy to me. But then I found out that they were actually not just regular basic lands. They were like really good Euro lands. So I was really excited that they were Euro lands. So I posted about it. I knew that they were not just crappy basic lands. But they actually weren't Euro lands, they were APAC.
Yeah, so
the Sunflower Plains threw me because I was thinking of Ukraine, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. I hear people talk about sushi too.
Well, I told Judge he'd have some, and then we threw it back here. The boat. All right, so Sam is podcast balance here, right?
So he's gained 11 life.
He gained 11.
And like currently, now he's gonna Enlightened Tutor. So was he gonna find humility? Is he just finding Mox Diamond?
I'm Mox Diamond.
Okay. I guess yeah, it's hard to cast humility in the spot. Does he have he has a main deck humility? You said.
He did. I don't know.
He might have changed it.
This is totally different.
Okay.
I haven't talked to Sam about this deck in a while.
Do you know like how often does he kind of revisit the format or does he just kind of play what seems cool and based off his last tournament experience, he makes some adjustments?
He probably 2 weeks before each tournament starts brewing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing at most, maybe even the last 3 days. He had a Zuran Orb, which is gonna make his land taxes work every turn now.
I would say we're back at 2020.
Yeah, it's just like the game started over.
And now he's got a swords for the priests.
Yeah.
So now we're more in a position that, like, even if Michael draws, I guess the first, well, I would say the first card you would get would be Squee, but like the Phyrexian Furnace would be able to answer that.
Yeah,
from a long-term
I don't know how
perspective.
Michael gets out of this now. I think it's just kind of,
Even with a survival of the fittest.
yeah, even with survival, I don't think it does enough for it. Does enough quickly for him.
If the Phyrexian Furnace was not in play, would you make a different choice? Like, would you say that? I would think, I feel like that's kind of sealing the deal. Like, that's kind of closing and out.
I think even without, I play a decent amount of Elves. I don't think I could win this game even without the Phyrexian Furnace in play. I'm no Ole though.
Yeah. We're just staring at the sushi.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for this game to end so we can show everyone real quick, and then
maybe Michael will just concede.
the biased commentary just so he can eat more sushi.
Now we're hoping Michael wins though, because he'll win faster than Sam does. But he's gonna get. He didn't even get the Squee. I guess he wants to be able to cast this turn.
Well, if he got Squee, then Sam might just be able to untap the Phyrexian Furnace and cash it in. So,
True.
But I don't know is he going to use Nantuko Vigilante on the Furnace? I think he would use it on the Scroll Rack, right?
It's getting counterspelled.
It doesn't matter. You ever feel bad when you're playing the Parfait deck and you're like, you know you got things locked up, but the opponent like has to kind of sit through you tormenting them forever? Or
I'm a super nice guy, and I'll be like, I think I have like 4 counterspells.
Okay. It is a good feeling when you're in like Sam Black's position and you feel like you can just make all the right decisions and just have control of the game for the next 40 turns.
What? Sushi? What?
Yeah. So that eat more sushi, play Mystic Remora.
Yeah, this
Mystic
game...
Remora has not been a card that I think I've ever seen in Premodern. It's weird because it feels like it could be played, but
Sam's got to be close to drawing almost his entire deck every turn now.
oh, I gotta adjust life totals a little bit.
I think Sam's at a spot now where he can literally counter whatever card that Michael gets. And Michael has no way to get more cards. Like, he can just draw counters faster than Michael can actually draw relevant spells.
Does that mean are we gonna see spontaneous generation?
Maybe, or Sam's just gonna say, look, I got Gaia's blessing, kid. You can't.
Yeah.
There is a spontaneous generation of the deck, Lawinator, which will give him a 1/1 for each creature.
A lot of the Parfait decks just have the idea. You can have just the idea of, I'm going to deck you out. Like, they have Gaia's Blessing and for all the answers.
Yeah, this could be a generation for a lot. It's like 14.
All right.
Love it. It's 14 power and toughness for 4 mana.
How is Sam drawing so many cards? It's because the land tax is triggering and it's putting basics in, and then he's able to scroll rack and put the basics back. And so he's basically able to get whatever cards he wants from his deck.
He can draw as many as 10 extra cards a turn.
All right, we do have now the concession now. So that means that we can show everyone this marvelous boat. So, well, yeah, we'll get the microphone out of the way. We'll transition over here, but it's literally a boat. It's a boat of sushi. We'll see. We were not joking.
Yeah.
It's a boat. Yeah, so all the sushi just tips right out.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
That's how stream memories are made.
That's what we've been waiting for.
Yeah. So we're gonna put you on silent while they sideboard here. All right. We didn't check out Sam's list yet. But I bet we're all curious.
I thought you were handing me a deck list.
Oh. No, I'm looking for.
Yeah, good relationship with your neighbors that let you have the boat next door.
Yeah. I had to hard sell that. They weren't he was like, bring it over. I'm like, yeah, man. We'll bring it back.
I'm looking at Sam's list, and there are 4 Counterspell and 3 Gush and 3 Foil. So really leaning on that blue aspect of the deck that like
3 foil, 3 Gush.
Yeah, 3 Gush, 3 Foil. So like even pushing it even more.
Yeah.
So what are the cards? The Oath package gets cut. What are the other cards that you lose from doing this?
Well, he had Impulse before, so I think he just took his impulses out and put Gushes in.
Okay.
He's played 4 Counterspell now?
Yes.
So many Counterspells. So many Counterspells. What else did he take out?
I mean, compared to like a Rich Sale list, it's a
maniac.
lot different, but yeah.
I love it.
Like I said, well, no, in the sideboard, there's 4 copies of Meddling Mage. Do you think that's a card that comes in? Just name Survival the Fittest?
Maybe. I mean, I think he probably wins. And no survival, right? I don't know.
Well, one issue is like if your answer is humility, that's a little awkward, right? But I guess you could do it to the point when you have like foil backup or counterspell backup.
But if humility didn't play, you don't care if they have survival that much, right?
That's true.
Can't find deck here. Probably pretty standard fare though.
Yeah, and I don't know what cards you swap in or out the Elves deck. I mean, I guess cards like Masticore are way worse when there's not really any creatures.
He just says he's taking all the cards that affect the board out and just playing it as main counters.
I don't even know what are all these different types that are on here.
That's shrimp. That's tuna.
I like the first one you point to. I'm like, I knew that one.
Yeah. This is salmon. That's probably yellowtail. I think that's a dragon roll. Or tuna. That's more salmon.
What's this one? Do you know? They can't see it, but it looks
The white one.
Yeah, it's white. Yeah.
Usually like Escalars.
Yeah. All right, so we got Sam up a game. Oh, I guess I can reset the life totals. And I mean, it just seemed like, I feel like Michael kind of bricked for a little bit there.
He went 3 draw steps, so I'll draw a creature.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I feel like he was definitely in a position where he could have punished Sam if he just didn't have all lands in his hand.
But he did have a triple survival.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have less creatures when that happens, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, he definitely got bricked really hard after he got the survival into play. I don't think we have any Nagi in the boat. There might be some in the dragon roll. Go. Heal.
Okay. So a lot of people refer to the Dreadnought as shrimp. The kind of the art looks
Yeah,
like
this is in honor of we're
Yeah.
mono blue dreadnoughting here.
yeah. I guess I don't think we're mono blue here, right?
It's a lot of good reds,
We're blue red.
greens.
All right, we're kicking things off. We've got a Wirewood symbiote. After the Northern Elves with Swords to Plowshares. Meddling Mage does come down. I would guess this is a survivor.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, Survival of the Fittest has been named. So that will prevent Michael from really resolving probably the most powerful card in his deck. So this is why I like when Elves can't, and he might not be able to remove this Meddling Mage if he took out cards like.
Yeah, you likely know, right?
So like, what is the game plan for Elves when you have to play a much more fair game plan?
Real question is, what does Sam Black have against Chris Pula?
Yeah.
Does he just hate the Pro Tour or something? What the hell? Meddling Mage getting in.
Yeah, I mean,
Might as well.
especially he will be denied the opportunity at some point if like Wirewood Symbiote's able to block and pick up or another creature's able to block and be picked up. There's another source of the Wirewood Symbiote. Oh, sidebar Parfait is 50% on the Mage Beats plant. I mean, I do like that aspect of it. Like, it's a
And
very
the full set too, all four.
I mean, it's a very powerful card, especially if your opponent like. A lot of times they'll take out the creature removal, so it's gonna stay in play. And even like if it goes really long, Sam does have counter spells to protect it. So
yeah, it's basically just right. It's probably better than an enchantment, that would
it gets to attack.
do this.
Yep.
But it basically plays like an enchantment.
Michael just played lands and mana sources pretty much this game.
Yeah,
like
he looks super flooded.
Yeah, it's
not a good place to be.
I mean, one of the cards in his hand could be a Survival of the Fittest, and that would. But I mean, like, he's not doing much.
It's really hard to fight when you don't have spells, right?
Yeah.
Especially
and
a deck like Elves that runs 18 lands, like
and
draws 5 of them.
Giving the Parfait deck time to set up, or like get to the mid to the late game is really problematic.
What do you think of running all those lands out against land tax decks?
I mean, it hurts a little bit because I mean, it wasn't in play, so
yeah.
But it's something you kind of always have to be conscious of. So yeah, it certainly doesn't feel good when.
Yeah, there's a level of treating it as if it is in play, even when it's not in play.
Yeah, which is.
Oh, he has a biorhythm in hand.
Ooh, that would be really cool.
Elves.
Yeah. I mean, you can say that about everything, but
yeah, that's the advantage of this counterspell version, though, right?
Yeah. Sam gets a land tax. He gets island forest. I don't know.
Yeah, 3 islands.
3 islands. He's ready to gush.
Sam has 1 seal cleansing in his deck. His entire
so there's not like the aura of silence or anything. It's okay.
Just Drago Parfait.
Yeah.
Even more than the last version I tried.
Yeah. No, this is the Meddling Mage Beats version, so.
Throwing that furnace instead of the Crypt. I told him.
There's a biorhythm.
He's cast a biorhythm.
I don't know if chat was joking or not, but this This would put him to 2. Sam to 1.
One,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's enough, right?
Yeah. Did he steal that game?
I think he did.
There's just no counter.
Biorhythm wins. He didn't have a counterspell.
I thought we were kind of joking about the
That's
Biorhythm.
insanity.
Wow.
Wow. What a...
Do you think Meddling Mage will be naming Biorhythm next time?
I can't believe that.
That was insane.
That is crazy. What just happened?
I guess if you're just gonna draw a bunch of mana sources, if a few of them are creatures, and
Sometimes you just draw.
you're able to resolve your biorhythm, that's pretty good.
What did you just draw 6 lands and 2 elves and a biorhythm, and
And it resolves against.
that's it?
Because Sam had blue
Yeah.
up. There was no counterspell. There was no foil.
That was like some Matrix stuff. Just going
Wild.
bullets, wisdom pass.
Michael's already drawing his opening hand, and I see survival there. Though that is not necessarily going to be in time for like Sam, because Sam has Mox Diamond. He could play a turn 1 Meddling Mage.
And he's going second, so you can play a turn 2 meddling match.
Oh yeah. Keep bringing up the wrong survival. All right. So the rest of Michael's hand, I think I saw Llanowar Elves.
I thought you couldn't do that. Or is that that new technology? I thought we used to be like virgin frozen.
No, the way BK is talking about my card fetcher, I can bring up like any of the pre-modern sets.
Oh.
I also can bring up the newest version,
Oh.
but I don't have the capability of like choosing if they're like, let's say, duress or something. Like if there's been multiple new printings, I can't pick between the Hansa Tarkir one and the one that was in Midnight Hunt or whatever. I just have to pick newest or the ones that are from pre-modern. So the one that I can't do that's not on here is Tormod's Crypt, because I don't have a Chronicles on here, and the Dark was prior to the pre-modern set, so I don't have that on there. So I can only bring up the newest Tormod's Crypt.
Why don't you just put all those old sets on?
I didn't make this. This was someone else who did it, and so I'm kind of at the mercy of. I'm sure I could contact them, but like it becomes more cumbersome when there's more sets or whatnot. So. Meanwhile, we got Sam Black kicking things off with a Mox Diamond, discarding a Plains, and then Michael has a Wooded Foothills into a Llanowar Elves. Yeah, I did see a Naturalize in the hand of Michael, and then opener, so.
Sam's going to Enlightened Tutor. Guessing for a land tax.
There's a new art, old frame Torments. New art, old frame. Is it from Brothers War?
I think Dominaria Remastered, but
I don't know if it's in here.
or maybe it's in Brothers War.
No, mine still brings up the. I think that art is actually really awesome, but you don't like it. All right,
the gravestone.
You're going for the land tax here, right? And not. Yeah, I guess because you got rid of the Mox Diamond, and then it was. You naturalize this, right? Like you. Okay.
Naturalize. Land tax. One. Sam. Back to the wall.
This is. I mean, like, this is the scariest part of the Parfait deck. Is like the opening turns, and if you kind of get one of your engine pieces answered,
yeah,
you kind of are a do nothing deck, right?
Right. Yeah, you can just get rolled. That can just not work sometimes.
So this is a face-up Tribal Force Mage. Oh no, that's a Priest of Titania. Priest of Titania. They do look a little bit similar. I was gonna say, I'm confused by this, but yes. All right. But the extra mana was not used. Is that correct?
What are you talking about?
The Cradle tapped for 3, right? So he didn't use the extra mana. Does he not have a creature again?
We get attacked with his elves. That's not, right?
All right, well, we might be in a similar situation that we've seen before where Michael has the survival and
He's
going after a Mox Diamond.
gonna naturalize the Mox Diamond.
I think I would save that for a Scroll Rack or a land tax.
I think getting a key piece is probably better too.
Unless you're like trying to close out the game and you're
Another biorhythm.
all right. Wow.
That's game.
Well, the biorhythm is just that Sam's just caught without counter magic, like because he still could cast Counterspell there. So there's 4 Counterspells and there's still foil. I don't know if he'd be able to discard it, but biorhythm is just steals 2 games.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
Another bad.
Biorhythm getting it done. I mean, I've heard people talk about Biorhythm in the Survival Elves, and like it just gives you another angle. And
Yeah.
this is one of the few times that I've really seen it. Like,
Very eye-opening. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's been doing a lot of work, especially in Spain.
Yeah.
13 minutes left in
Pablo
the round,
Suarez,
Magic
is it?
players.
Or
What was that?
Pablo Suarez.
Yeah.
This
Just
has
played it.
been like he's crowned himself the king of elves.
Yeah. So Lester comes back here and gives the thumbs up. What'd you play against this time?
Rickshade open.
Okay. Well, then I think you could be
Round
considered
one loss.
can be considered the good
Battle
guy
Line.
in that matchup. Then. All right.
That's my script for winning tournaments.
What are the records? What do you were these players? Were they 3-0 here?
Yeah, there were 3-0.
These players were 3-0. So and we have 6 rounds of Swiss. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Do we want to chat about anything, or are we?
Nope.
I was gonna say like.
Nope.
We're definitely looking to eat some of the sushi. I guess we could show it to them again if anyone.
You can watch us eat it,
This boat. We're gonna enjoy this.
but I don't
so.
think anybody wants to see that.
Yeah, so we're gonna take a break while we get to enjoy this boat of sushi. But we will be back for round number 5 in a little bit. So don't go anywhere. Thanks for watching. Sit tight. We'll see you later.